Well, last week's arson in Upper Marlboro has caused a series of problems in addition to the fire that severely damaged a commercial building. As we mentioned yesterday, the loss of two popular eateries in an area already short of restaurants has left people frustrated. Today, we take a look at problems for pedestrians getting around downtown Upper Marlboro and how the recent fire has made it much worse.
Sometimes we just have to, whenever there's not any cars passing by, we just have to run across.
When a 3-alarm fire tears through the heart of the county seat, much of daily life is disrupted, including this major thoroughfare, which was briefly shut down. 5 days later, it's still somewhat chaotic, particularly if you travel by foot.
It took us a while to find parking because of the fence. It took away of some parking spaces, and then it was confusing on you, you don't know where you should cross because the fence is out and it's in the way.
Crossing the intersection here at Water and Main Streets in Upper Marlboro can be quite challenging, mainly because there is no pedestrian countdown timer on the street. But in addition, this new fence that was put up because of the arson that recently took place is causing many people to actually walk around it. It was 4 years ago when a pedestrian was tragically killed at that same intersection, yet it's still difficult to cross the street today. State transportation officials are asking people to stay on the sidewalks when they can and not to cross roadways in the middle of the street.
With that fire that happened right now, it did disrupt some of the pedestrian pathways. We're working with the fire department to see what we can do to actually improve that. But, those buildings have been burned, so we had to err on the side of caution. What we recommend people to do is to cross on the other side of the road and go to the safe crossings.
But we found dozens of people walking around the fence and into the roadway or simply not using the crosswalks on Main Street. But when you just crossed, there wasn't a crosswalk, did you?
Correct. So just cross the street.
You haven't given a whole lot of thought about it?
No.
We're going to be upgrading that intersection and adding pedestrian signals, which would include what we call audible pedestrian signals or accessible pedestrian signals and the countdown pedestrian signals, which actually display how much time you have to safely, cross that roadway.
And the Maryland Department of Transportation plans to meet with town officials in September to discuss pedestrian safety issues in Upper Marlboro.